Hey team, Major Foe here. Operation Akagi, Turn 5, Japan. I think we are in July of 1938. So, two tech rolls, still not doing great. We rolled a 12 on improved construction, so we made it to stage 1 with that, and large ship construction was a 6, so still at stage 2. That's like 2 for 9, I think, something like that. The streak has ended, so Siam roll was a 5, so the odds are getting a little more reasonable on that one. Okay, on to purchases. Japan has $19. We're gonna do 10. Not sure why this does this. 10 for a fighter, 1 for an infantry upgrade, 4 for an artillery, and 4 for a marine. $19. We're not declaring any wars or attacks, so we're just collecting another 19. So all we have is some non-combat. I will drop that out here. Okay, where are we? Down here. We have a transport in P14 is going to move to P15, P14, and go in port in Rihi. It's going to drop a cavalry off. This transport in port is going to grab the other cavalry, go in port, drop that off in Rihi. The other transport is going to pick up that marine and go 1-2 and join that fleet in P41 and drop that marine off in Formosa. So we now have 3 transports in there. Okay, I'm going to take these two, torpedo boat destroyers. They're going to move 1, 2, down. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. They can go all the way to P50. This Siam destroyer, I looked it up. I can move as a controlled miner the ships. So from P50, that destroyer is going to go P41, P32, and into P15. And it will go into port. I think there's any other moves I want to make. Oh yes, maybe over here I'll throw some troops around. We're going to take 2 infantry out of Rihi. We're going to move them to Eastern Manchuria. I see the Russians are stacking back up. See if we can push them back a little bit with this little bit of force here. We've got 5 infantry and a mountain brigade are going to move into Western Manchuria at Arihi. These 2 cavalry will end up in Rihi. Okay, and then I'll move the 4 fighters, 2 from Korea into Western Manchuria, and 2 from Formosa into Western Manchuria. And then that seaplane in Formosa is going to move back to Kyushu. So 1 to P32, 2 to P15, and 3 to Kyushu. The 2 fighters in Formosa is going to go 1 to P32, 2 to P14, 3 to Rihi, and 4 into Western Manchuria. So 4 fighters, 5 infantry, and a mountain brigade here. We'll have 2 infantry in Eastern Manchuria. The Chinese Assault Army at 97th there. And we move 2 torpedo boat destroyers down. We have the Siamese one there, so that's 3. We need a heavy cruiser in P14 from P32. A heavy cruiser from P32 into P14. So there's now 2 heavy cruisers and a light cruiser in P14. We'll take 2 heavy cruisers out of that fleet in P41 and they'll move to P32. So there's 2 heavy cruisers and a light cruiser in both P14 and P32. P-41 has the majority of the fleet, which is 2 battleships, a battlecruiser, 3 destroyers, 3 transports, 3 tacticals, a fleet carrier, and a light carrier. And I think I want to move any of my subs. Now we're all good there. Okay. On the place units, that fighter is going to go to Tokyo. The motorized infantry upgrade correction into a motorized will go to Rihi. The artillery will be placed in Rihi. And that marine will go to Kyushu. And that infantry is dead. Okay, I think that concludes the Japanese turn. Just clean up the board a little bit. Meh. Good times. There we go. And then that destroyer is here in this port. Okay, so seaplane and marine in Kyushu, fighter in Tokyo, 3 motorized, 3 artillery, 2, 4, 6, 8 cavalry in Rihi, 2 infantry in Eastern Manchuria, 5 infantry in an mountain brigade, and 4 fighters in Western Manchuria. Formosa has 6 marines and 3 infantry. I-12 has a sub. P-61 has a sub. P-59 has a coastal. P-50 has a coastal. And 2 torpedo boat destroyers. The Siamese destroyer is there. P-41, like I said, has the majority of the fleet. 32 and 14 have 2 heavies and a light in each of them. Okay, I think that that ends the Japanese turn. All right, team. Thanks again for watching.